Hey there, Siobhan here, the Galloping Housewife. It's been a very long time since I recorded one of these. I used to do this, the yard commute, which I would record coming out basically our driveway on my way to the yard most days. And obviously I after Mitch died, and I had to sell Percy because of my illness, or partly because of my illness. Then I don't have any horses, and so I'm not doing the yard commute. So got out of the habit of it, and I just. So for the past month, those of you that follow me on various social media will know that I've been not publishing any content. I was about to say that I'm not being productive and I'm not, and I've been struggling, which is not actually true, because I have been productive in other areas, and I'm not really struggling. I mean, I don't have. I don't have any major problems, but I've just not been inspired to write and not been inspired to publish, and I'm not really I don't like faking it. I don't like, there's a lot of people that will talk about batching things, that will talk about getting like having stuff that it's ready to do, and I've tried to do that. But it just feels incredibly disingenuous, and it's just not where I want to be. So I only publish when I feel that I've got something to say. And I've just felt like I've not had anything to say, and that's not because I don't have ideas and I don't have opinions and all of those sorts of things. But I've been going through a really big shift in my life, and it took me a while to figure out what it was and what was causing it. And I've actually, in the last couple of days, I've come to this massive realization. Now, way before the Galloping Housewife was a thing, I came over here to try and ride internationally, that didn't happen for a multitude of reasons. Mainly when I lost I've lost my horses. My horses died, got injured, and we don't have any money. Like, we're not. And there's all this this incredible perception of once you get to a certain level and once you have a certain level of accomplishment, that everything just arrives on your doorstep. And it's just not true. And my whole thing about being an ordinary galloping housewife and getting to the international level of competition, and doing it as an ordinary person, as a nurse with a husband that, had an ordinary job, is exactly that. There is nothing, when those things don't work out, it's like we don't have don't have anything to fall back on. And I don't have any big, I've not had any personal private sponsors or anything like that. We're not, because we don't move in those circles, we don't have those sorts of networks, and people don't just throw money at you because you're accomplished. People don't just throw opportunities at you because you're accomplished. And sometimes it works out, and it did work out. I got to ride internationally, got to ride for my country, but beyond that, it hasn't worked out. And it's like, well, that's okay too. And do I regret making the sacrifices and doing the things that we've done, and putting everything that we own and have accomplished into it? Not for a moment. No, because for me that was the right choice, and for my family that was the right choice, was to give it a crack. But anyway, so in coming back to my present situation, so for and really Mitch was my last, I scrambled the money together to buy Mitch, fabulous, young horse that was going to be my last ditch effort to make it back into the international arena. And he unfortunately he died. He had I can't even remember what it's called now, but he had infections and had to have one eye removed, and then he got the eye infection in the other eye, and so you can't, blind horse doesn't work, and so unfortunately we had to, we lost him last year. So that was my last ditch attempt. We don't have anything left to be able to do that again, so, which is fine. And yeah, it's just what it is, like, world doesn't owe me a living just as it doesn't owe anyone else a living. But coming over here, we've had massive problems with our visas with, we've had lawyers that have screwed us over, and I've had business partners that have done the dirty on me and that sort of thing too. So it's been quite problematic. But at one stage we lost our visa, and my husband lost his job because of not having the right to work. So here in the UK, you have to have a right to work, and so I've been supporting him. So I had an import business, and then we got the Galloping Housewife going, which is providing a little bit of income, but it was mostly the import business that I've established and run and grew to a great to good levels before that was taken away from us. But it's been going quite well, but my husband hasn't had an income, an independent income, since he lost his job at the beginning of 2017 with the right to work problem, and he's had a couple of bits and bobs, like sort of token work, but the problem is that once you've had a problem with your visa, is that employers are a little bit hesitant to employ you, and the second thing is he's now got this big gap in his resume, and he's also, he's not young, he's in his late 40s. So when he had a very good corporate job, and he was very, very good at it, and he was getting paid well, and so he's had nothing. There's been nothing coming in from his side, so everything's been on me. And 2 months ago he got a new job, and it's only paying half of what he was of the job that he had, and it's not exactly in the industry that is his forte, but it is a good job. It's a reliable job, it's a steady job, and he's got an income. Finally, he's again contributing to our family coffers. And so for the first time in 6 years, I don't wake up in the morning thinking that I have to hustle. I wake up in the morning and we're still broke. I still can't afford a new horse. I still, we still, we had COVID knocked us around as well as everybody else, cost of living crisis, all those sorts of things. Plus we had invested everything in moving over here and the horses and everything, not anticipating that the bottom would fall out quite like it did. And so, but our basic bills are being paid. We're servicing our debt, and so for the first time in 6 years, I don't get out of bed thinking I've got to make money. I still obviously want to and do, but it's just caused a huge shift for me psychologically, and I realized that a lot of my motivation, that I always thought that I was incredibly motivated and incredibly productive, was because I fucking had to. And so yeah, it's been a bit weird. It's been a bit weird. And so I'm now really looking at what I want to do and where I want to go. And so yeah, it's just caused a really big shift for me. So if you wonder where I was, what I was up to, that's kind of it. And I will, I'm going to, I need to get, I want to get back into a rhythm, and I want to be doing things and producing content that's important to me. But I'll be around and about. So yeah, if you ever had any doubts that the Galloping Housewife is ordinary, that's it. We're nothing special. That think about that whenever you look at anything that you see on the internet. Think about that when you analyse, when you judge people, when you decide where they come from and what's motivating them, because you have absolutely no idea. You know, you will have had a lot of preconceived ideas about who we are, our status in life, how easy things are for us, and yeah, it's not always true. All right, I hope you have a good day, and I'll catch you later. Bye now.